Hi, I'm Dan from Dub Machine and I'm here to talk about the latest release, which is Find Me Deep Down. So the meaning behind Find Me Deep Down is the idea that really in order to offer other people love in our lives, we need to find it in ourselves first. So the song is really this idea about where do you need to look for love first? You actually need to look for it deep down inside yourself. When you found it and can appreciate it and work with it, that's when you can really offer love to other people and compassion. See what's true. Okay, with the track Find Me Deep Down, if you've watched any of my other videos, you might already know that I do like to read the odd book or two, which I'm not suggesting everyone should do that, but it's just something that I like to do. And I often, the ideas that I find in books kind of percolate through my brain, and they can often give me inspiration for songs. So a couple that were really, I think, important in thinking about this song was this book called Self-Knowledge by The School of Life. I read quite a lot of School of Life books, and this is one of those sort of practical guidebooks that help, encourage you to think a little bit more deeply about what's important to you and what motivates you, how you work basically. So that was one of the books that came to mind. The other is maybe a little bit more indirect, and this book is called Dancing in the Dark by Karl Ove Knausgaard. He's a Norwegian novelist, let's say. He kind of writes autobiographical fiction, so it's sort of like about his life, but not really. The reason why I mention this book is because often with songs I like a bit of a starting point and or a launching pad into it. So the book's called Dancing in the Dark. The first line in Find Me Deep Down is Dancing in the Dark. In the book, what he does is he finds himself in northern Norway teaching at a remote school. And there's quite a lot of it where he has to kind of explore his own feelings and, I guess he kind of mentally tortures himself. So the book is about that idea of going through that kind of mental torture to come out the other side with love for yourself. So this is the cover art for the record Find Me Deep Down. The inspiration behind this is really linked to the idea behind the song, which is that idea of wanting to look for and find love for yourself deep down inside. I took this photo in Union Square in New York City, and watching people in that particular park, I noticed these two guys having a nice chat, and I really felt that they were comfortable with themselves and they'd probably found love deep down inside themselves. So I thought they were really good to represent this particular track. Make sure that you look up the track. You can find it on Spotify, you can find it on Apple Music, you can even buy it on iTunes if you want. And you can, if you don't do any of those things, you can find it on YouTube as well. Thank you for watching this video on the making of Find Me Deep Down and the inspiration as well. Please take the time to like the video if you did, make a comment if you want to ask a question or want to say anything, and subscribe to my channel, the Dub Machine channel. In terms of socials, please follow me. You can find me on Instagram and you can find me on Facebook as well. And I'm dabbling with TikTok. I'm not really sure I've got my head around it yet, but I'm on TikTok too.
Dancing in the dark, guided by the